Holy Longing. Our St. Barnabas Hospital School of Nursing class of 1964 regally processed into the Episcopal Cathedral Church of St. Mark in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We walked together in white uniforms, white caps with black stripes, wearing corsages of deep red roses, exhibiting pride and joy. A flash of memories of classes at McAllister College, our capping ceremony at St. Mark's, nursing labs, sitting on our dorm rooms telling jokes to survive the impending exams, and sagas of boyfriends and family concerns jogged through my memory. We sang "Go Heal the Sick and Suffering, It is the Lord's Command," author unknown. My long-time dream of becoming a nurse was now a reality. Upon nursing graduation, we faced state boards for licensure as registered nurses. Because our pediatric instructor was disorganized and sounded unsure in lectures, I didn't feel confident in my pediatric knowledge. I reread the book and experiential notes. After taking state boards in Madison, Wisconsin, it took 6 weeks to get results. The results came by mail, USPS. With all my being, I hoped I passed. I opened the envelope, fearing failure. I passed. Pediatrics was my highest score. My license was honored in both Wisconsin and Minnesota. Indeed, I was happy. I planned to move back home to work in Wisconsin, then go back to Minnesota to work, and possibly more school at McAllister College. I wanted a position in pediatrics because the local Wisconsin hospital didn't have pediatric openings. I accepted a position in the newborn nursery. No neonatal intensive care unit, NICUs then. I worked days and evening shift. Most days, our newborn nursery had 20 babies because it was 1964. Fathers weren't allowed in the delivery rooms. Babies were always in the nursery unless it was feeding time. It was fun to watch eager parents view their newborn babies through the windows. If one of us had time, we'd pick up the baby to give a better view, or roll the bassinet closer to the window. It was awesome to be handed a newborn by the labor and delivery nurse, to bathe and examine the usually healthy baby as the baby announced its entry into the world. It was amazing to see how each baby was unique in all ways, including temperament. It was rewarding to bring the newborn baby to the mother, to allow, to watch, to help her unwrap the baby, to watch her look and feel fingers, toes, hair, and to interact with her long-awaited gift. We also had challenges of birth defects such as a cleft lip. Those first newborn days were observed for difficulties with breast or bottle feeding, sleeping, and responsiveness. We provided education. We facilitated the beginning of a new family. A premature infant weighing less than 2 pounds died on the day shift before I arrived to work the evening shift. My head nurse said, "Her body needs to go to the morgue." She said this without a trace of tenderness. Is that how you become after years of doing this work, I thought? How do I do that? I asked as my thoughts returned to the task holding back fear. Go downstairs. You'll see the morgue. Put her in the small refrigerator. Finding my way through quiet, white corridors, I was aware of the lifeless form wrapped in a soft pink blanket in my arm. I saw the sign morgue. I was scared. I opened the heavy door to a spotlessly clean room, with the shine of stainless steel glaring. No bodies and no people in sight. I saw the small refrigerator. I didn't want to linger. I opened the blanket with hesitancy, not knowing what I'd feel. I saw a perfect-looking baby, small but perfect. I touched her petite hands, letting her miniature fingers slide over my index finger. I noticed her perfect face with the eyes closed in peace. My heart started to rip. Babies aren't supposed to die. I wrenched my thoughts back to my task, my job. I rewrapped her securely, tucking the blanket around her. I wondered if I'm supposed to take the blanket off and bring it back to the nursery. I ignored the thought. I carefully placed her in the refrigerator. I wanted to keep holding her, to weep and wail, to yell out my anger while saying goodbye. I remember I want to do a good job, to do as I'm told, to be responsible. I remember I had 25 other babies and parents to attend to that evening shift, and how I was to conduct myself. I couldn't feel this now and perform 8 hours of work. I composed myself and walked away. After my shift was complete, I drove home with a mixture of gratitude of how I got through work, even a sense of pride and disbelief, of the first child death experience that ever happened. In 1961, while sitting in the lounge between classes with my nursing peers at McAllister College,